Overwatch 2 is one of the most poorly received games within the gaming industry, being the second worst game on Steam, alongside the numerous controversies coming out about Blizzard. It's honestly really sad to see the 2016 Game of the Year to fall so far from grace. However, this hasn't stopped the game from maintaining a continuous presence within modern culture, regardless if that's due to a continuous player base or people making fun of it. And yet, despite all of that, despite how the promised PvE mode was removed, and despite how much this game makes me want to kill myself, I still enjoy Overwatch. This team-based game consists of 3 varying roles, those being tank, DPS, and support, in which teams of 5 compete against each other in pursuing the objective. Now, all of this combined, this should be a really well-balanced game, shouldn't it? Overwatch is one of the most unbalanced FPS games to ever exist, with every game's result determined by counterpicking and farm mercy. If you pick Orisa, congratulations, you've won the game. But if you've chosen Ryan... So that begs the question, why do I enjoy a game that is the definitive Sisyphus tale? Well, there's 2 answers to this question. I am either mentally ill or, and please stay with me on this, Overwatch has some great qualities.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Let's start with the first point, that being Overwatch's aesthetic. The game has 39 characters currently available, with unique playstyles and designs that can't be rivaled by most other first-person shooters. Not to mention how much porn is. Along with this comes the vibrant and upbeat personalities granted to each character by the talented voice actors, who have not committed any crimes towards minors. Starting as Project Titan in 2013, the team behind Overwatch have had numerous years to construct a world currently in the wake of a war between humans and Omnics, allowing for some thought-provoking character development, such as racism against robots.
It's a killing machine! Look, Bastion won't hurt you.
And with Overwatch 2's continuation of the story amounting to... Okay, how about we make Wrecking Ball conservative in Overwatch? We have had such incredible strides in storytelling, such as Kiriko growing up with Hanzo and Genji. Okay, I'm sorry, how the f did this make the final cut? As previously mentioned, the game consists of a 5v5 match consisting of 3 various roles, with 1 player on tank and 2 per DPS and support. Because of this, teamwork is the name of the game with Overwatch, in which each person who plays this game displays grand communication skills and game awareness.
Is he gonna run off?
What? Yeah, what the f- The support class consists of, well, you guessed it, characters centered around the focus of healing. We've got the Valorant E-Kitten pick, the homosexual JoJo reference, and even Senor Bronze Damage himself. Being the crutch that holds up the team, supports are typically the target of most fights, and as a result have unique and varying methods to escape. The DPS role, with the acronym meaning Don't Play Overwatch, are the main source of damage output, and the role consisting of the most playable characters, while simultaneously having the same health as the support role. The vast amount of DPS characters comes down to the early stages of Overwatch, in which we had attack and defense DPS. This was mainly put in so people wouldn't pick Tracer on defense. Oh, and if you at home are one of these people...
Mods, precious gold, thank you.
And finally comes the tank role, in which 1 player assumes the role of leading the team with their large pool of health and callouts. Whether it be for the usage of a shield or the absolute size of some characters, the role of tank is central to creating space on both offense and defense. And with all that, it is absolutely clear that if a player underperforms or straight up leads the game, the other team will win 9 times out of 10. This is the main issue that stems from Overwatch, in that players cannot single-handedly carry games. However, each player is given more individual power through the forms of ultimate abilities, the main factor in the game's climax. With these 39 heroes comes 39 uniquely designed ultimates that have their own strengths and weaknesses within the game. Ana can utilize illegal drug enhancements such as steroids, D.Va has access to nuclear weapons on hand, and Reaper embodies the magic of Beyblades. Oh! And it's bloody cheap as shit! Being only a few examples, it gives each player a chance to change the tide of battle. And speaking of battle, Overwatch features multiple objective game modes, although it should be mentioned that Overwatch 2 upon release added one new objective and then deleted one. Impressive stuff, right? But upon looking at the title screen, I want to bring your attention to one specific game mode, that being Open Queue. Prior to numerous updates, originally Overwatch and its 6v6 playstyle was a game that allowed any player to pick any role. This popularized team strats such as goats, double shields, and, well, absolute cancer. The devs at Overwatch had to implement a system to stop players from always picking Junkrat and ruining the team, with their solution taking the form of role queue. Maintaining its presence in Overwatch 2, the system pushes the player into a specific role they must carry out until the game's end. Whilst in my opinion it's a somewhat fix to the good old days of everyone picking DPS, I think the system encapsulates why Overwatch has fallen so far as a game. Every issue we get doesn't seem to have a set answer in the eyes of the developers. Characters are buffed and debuffed to fix the current issue but have long-term consequences that require constant changes. Spanning over many game modes, Overwatch has varying styles of gameplay to waste your life away to, but they all suck. I don't even play Overwatch for quick play, custom games, or even 1v1s. No, Overwatch only has one good game mode, a game mode that is the definitive reason for my depression. And with that, let's talk about comp. The best way I can describe Overwatch comp is comparing it to that of heroin. I would never recommend it, but I cannot break out the cycle. Competitive in Overwatch follows the same system as other ranked games, in that the more you win, the higher you climb, etc. Now, reflecting on the importance of teamwork within this game, having teammates fight and talk shit to one another is one of the most infuriating things on this planet. The factor of not being able to win despite how much you put in, layered on top of a rank system that will be affected by underperforming teammates, makes me want to rip my own skin off. Like, I would rather have a schizophrenic episode every day than have this disease inside of me telling me to play Overwatch. That being said, the competitive nature of Overwatch can be really fun, and it's exactly why I hate and like the game. When it's not a steamroll game, but an intense match of teamwork, Overwatch shines brighter than any other FPS game to me. But if I'm getting steamrolled by Mauga, counterpicking is something I loosely mentioned earlier, but it's what controls Overwatch 2's competitive scene. Let's do some quick game theory math to put into perspective. Assume your tank chooses Reinhardt. Just a quick side note, I apologize for the amount of Reinhardt jokes I've made. I'm just kidding. If the enemy team chooses Orisa, someone whose fortify and spear abilities completely counter Reinhardt's gameplay, your tank will lose the game if they do not counterpick. You can make the argument, sure, that's how the game is meant to be, but this comes at a complete negative of making people always having to play boring and broken characters, instead of characters they actually enjoy. And finally, the new rank system. Okay, just put a timer on screen. Okay, so Blizzard one day decided that, our game is broken and we're not dating it enough. How about we change the competitive system? And to that, I hope whoever came up with this idea looks outside your house. Anyway, what is this? Competitive systems usually have a point-based systems that constantly change whether you win or lose. But suddenly with this new system, going 5 wins and 0 losses makes me D-rank 12 times and kills my family dog? Fuck you, Blizzard! At the time of making this video, Blizzard has just announced a new competitive system, so this point is kind of invalid. But you know what? I'm gonna leave in the video because it took you so long to change this, and it's fucking pissing me. So, what's the conclusion? I don't really know. Like, I enjoy the game, but just don't play the game.
0 points for
Overwatch.
It's not a game worth putting your time and effort into. The developers haven't made any changes that revolutionized the previous formula and earned the title of Overwatch 2. The whole campaign for Overwatch was the PvE mode, something that was discovered to be completely ruined as the higher employees kept changing their minds about the direction of the game. But at least it's not League of Legends. Life really makes you choose between supporting a terrible company or becoming a pedophile. Finishing off the video, I want to show some clips of me and my friends actually enjoying Overwatch, to at least end the video on a nicer note. So enjoy, and I'm so sorry what you're about to watch.
Right, guys, let's make this.
Photog, oh, it's so big! Oh, hands are detailing. Blah, I don't think I will. Huh? Give me the ear, by the way.
Game of Wait, it was Game of the Year.
Oh, help!
Oh, I pressed E, but it.
No, you didn't!
Okay, whoops.
Patrick, what are you in tank?
Masters? Hello? Hello?
He said, let me know when you get to my tank rank, bozo. He's fucking diamond.
And let me know when you get to my rank. Fucking him last round. Guys, I got 1 kill! I got a kill! Congratulations!
Cheat me.
Dylan!
I'm coming.
Dylan,
Slobbering
go there.
bugger.
Dylan.
But I'm coming.
Oh, crouch. Oh! Someone
I
help!
didn't get him off the edge. I didn't get him off the edge. Patrick, there was a random fucking highway to hell cactus in the middle of the road.